Okay, this is for the Dr. Peterson version of the homework. Let's see. I'm going to move the 1 over and divide by 4 at the same time. Don't forget, when you take square roots, use plus or minus for square root. Also remember, square root of a fourth is 1/2. Okay, so the one that people keep forgetting is that you can be negative 1/2 also. All right, so what have we got? We've got x coordinate 1/2. X coordinate is 1/2 over here. 60 degrees up, 60 degrees down. I'm going to use radians because that's good for you. Pi over 3 is 60. And 5 pi over 3 is 300 degrees. For the honors students, I'm going to just add these in blue. This gives you all solutions, because remember, every time you go around the unit circle, you end up with exactly the same place, so exactly the same trig values. Cosine x coordinate is negative 1/2 at 2 pi over 3, 120 degrees, or 4 pi over 3. Okay, next, this one's already factored for you. Okay, again, I'm going to move the 1 over and divide by 2 at the same time, because life is short. Okay, this is height is negative 1/2. On the unit circle. If you look at this, the height is negative 1/2, halfway down. That's at a 30-degree angle. 330 degrees, 210 degrees. What is that in radians? It is more pi over 6. Sine of pi over 6 is 1/2. It's 7 pi over 6 and 11 pi over 6. And honors. Adding. Okay. Cosine is 0. When does cosine equal 0? Cosine the x coordinate. Whenever you're up or down, so at pi over 2 or 3 pi over 2. Okay, next, factor out the common factor of sine x. Move the 1 over. Sine is 0 on the x-axis, so at 0 and pi. Those of you paying attention might realize that you can just say 0 plus pi n, or pi n, to catch both of them at once. Tan is negative 1. Tan is slope. So tangent is negative 1. So the second quadrant and fourth quadrant versions of pi over 4 are where sine and cosine are equal and opposite. And we're just going to take the final end here. Okay, next. This one you have to actually factor. We've done one of these. 2. The ones, let's see, we need to have a negative with the 2. So negative over here so that you get negative 2. We've done that one before. And sine x is 1 when you are up. So there's only one answer to that. Again, this is 7 pi over 6 and 11 pi over 6. That's a terrible 6. Okay. All right. Angle addition. So I just want to remind you that sine alpha plus beta is a mix. And that you don't have sine alpha twice. Cosine alpha the second time. Okay, so you have to break out 105 degrees. That's 45 plus 60. You can do it with angle addition or subtraction, doesn't really matter. There's actually always infinitely many ways you can do this. These are degrees. How do you remember which one is the 1/2 with 60 degrees? Well, sine of 30 degrees is the 1/2, so it must be cosine with 60 degrees. Multiply straight across. But when you're adding, you can't combine. Now, I've done this one because a little note. Okay. Tan of 75. Okay. Sum on the top. Oops, plus tan. Let me rewrite that. It looks terrible. And then 1 minus the product on the bottom. Tan of 30 degrees. just to remind you. So we just talked about tan of 45, that's 1. If I want to make this less pretty, and I do, I want to take and multiply the top and the bottom by root 3. Clears up the compound fraction. You end up with 1 over root 3 times root 3 is just 1, and then plus root 3 over the same thing. You have root 3 minus 1. There we go.